Broadly speaking, it's been pretty inaccurate. There have been a lot of glaring gaps, particularly there are particular reporters within each organization. I mean, I can't really speak to the whole organization, but for example, a lot of the reports by CNN's Nima El-Bagir have been very one-sided, that have been really speaking the narrative of what the rebels want people to believe in terms of genocide and ethnic cleansing. There have been no reports on CNN about TPLF militias going into the Amhara and Afar regions where thousands have died. So that's a really very huge thing to ignore if you're trying to be balanced. The New York Times' Declan Walsh has also been spewing the same narrative, not recognizing the parts of the war that does not put the TPLF militias in a good light. Reuters is a little bit mixed. I think the issue is the data that they are pulling from in terms of humanitarian blockade. A lot of them quote the UN saying there's a de facto blockade, yet they ignore indications, visual indications, and things that have been said by humanitarian aid officials that show that humanitarian aid was going into that region. So those are really huge glaring gaps that I mean, whether it's the intent or not, the narrative really supports a rebel group that's trying to overthrow a government because it paints that rebel group as a victim and it paints the elected government as the culprit. That's a speculation. You know, one thing could be that they have a relationship with some of the TPLF leadership that goes way back. It's unclear who really is making the decisions in terms of the State Department and the US government. You know, as you know, there's a lot of personal relationships, potentially some with financial gain. And those are the kind of things that you can speculate on, because when it comes to actually what is beneficial to the United States and to the Horn of Africa, it seems that the US would want to support a democracy and would want to support a prime minister that has been elected by the majority of the people, because that is the thing that's going to lead to peace.